Golden State Warriors win narrowly in Game 5 and force a Game 6 back to the Oracle. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA here to talk about the NBA Finals and talking about that incredible Game 5 that we just witnessed. If you're new to the channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe by hitting the button down below and turning on my post notifications, and follow me on my social media links down below for my Twitter and my Instagram. With that being said, here to talk about this game, break down Game 5 for you guys, and talk about the series moving forward, because now it shifts back to Game 6 in the Oracle, and a lot to dissect here with Kevin Durant going down again. The Raptors, obviously giving up the lead at the very end, and the Warriors stealing it literally at the end against the Raptors. So let's get into it right now. So usually at the start, I break down the game by the stats and talk about, the biggest difference here. But if you want to talk about this game and the difference, I mean, you can't really look at the statistics as much, because this was a pretty even game for the most part, okay? I mean, if you want to talk about, field goal percentage, you want to talk about three-point percentage, it was dead even. Not one team had the advantage over the other. The main guy showed up for both sides. Kawhi Leonard, incredible game for him. 26 points, 12 rebounds. Had some big shots in the fourth quarter. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, of course, coming up big. Draymond Green didn't play as well, but Boogie Cousins came in and contributed. And then, the bench mob that had been doing it for the Raptors in Serge Ibaka and Fred VanVleet, they also had good games as well. So for the most part, everybody that usually was supposed to show up showed up in this game. What was the difference? Okay, the difference is one shot versus the other, because at the end, when Kawhi Leonard's making those shots, you're thinking, okay, he's taking over and the Raptors are winning this game and winning the title. But no, Steph Curry comes back, makes a clutch three-pointer. That was just a beautiful shot right through the basket. Didn't touch nothing but net. And then Klay Thompson, again, on the other end, comes back and literally scores a three there to tie up the game. And there were a couple plays, where you had Boogie Cousins doing the offensive pass interference on Steph Curry's shot. When you look at the replay, you could see that it might not have been offensive interference. So to take that advantage for the Warriors on 2 points that they potentially lost there. And then on the other end, the Raptors, I feel like Marc Gasol going to the bucket got fouled by Boogie Cousins. That wasn't called. But again, they were letting them play in this game. A lot of calls that were missed that I felt like should have been called. But for the most part, like I said, you cannot take anything away from either of these two teams. It was just one of those games where, like I said, one team made the shot at the end and the other didn't, okay? And give credit to the Golden State Warriors on the last possession by the Raptors. They double-teamed Kawhi Leonard, which is what you're supposed to do, and they did it. And Kawhi kicked it out to Kyle Lowry. He had no choice, and Kyle Lowry, obviously completely missed the shot, hit the side of the backboard, and that is all she wrote. So with that being said, the biggest storyline, though, in this game was Kevin Durant returning and then re-injuring his Achilles, okay? So KD went down in this game, had 11 points. But here's the thing. A lot of people want to talk about who to blame here, okay? Should KD have even come back? Should the Warriors have even let Kevin Durant come back? I'm here to tell you right now, nobody is at fault here, folks. Injuries happen. I don't blame the Warriors for bringing back Kevin Durant, and I don't believe they would have brought back Kevin Durant if they did not feel like he was capable of playing. And I don't blame Kevin Durant for coming back. Everybody knows if this is a regular season game, Kevin Durant doesn't come back. But it is a do-or-die game in the NBA Finals, folks. Think about it. The Warriors didn't bring him back for Game 3 or 4. They brought him back for Game 5 when they knew if they lose this game, it's over. So I don't blame anybody. So I want people to stop blaming somebody for this injury. It just happens. That's what happens in sports, folks. Me, as a Chicago Bulls fans, I can be the biggest advocate of this, knowing with, the Bulls' chances back in 2012 when Derrick Rose tore his ACL. People were criticizing Tom Thibodeau for having him out there. Folks, you can't predict injuries. It just happens. And both KD and the Warriors took the precaution they needed. It's unfortunate that he re-injured it, and that's what happens, okay? But as far as his prognosis and his diagnosis, I believe Kevin Durant has a torn Achilles, okay? I know for sure it's an Achilles injury, and I believe it's torn. We don't know the extent or the severity of it. Now, everybody's freaking out and thinking, he's going to be out as long as Boogie Cousins was. it's different for everybody, folks. Boogie Cousins is a big guy. You know, he's, 250, 60, whatever pounds. Kevin Durant's lighter, so he might recover faster. Who knows? Or he might be longer than Boogie. With that being said, I don't want to speculate on how long the injury is going to take for him, but we know he's out for the rest of the playoffs. That is for sure. He's walking out in a walking boot. So, Kevin Durant aside, talking about this series moving forward, now it shifts back to Oracle. And here's the thing. Everybody wants to talk about, oh, the Warriors will for sure win Game 6 because it's in Golden State. Folks, if the last 3 games hasn't shown you home court, hasn't meant much in this series, I don't know what will, because the Raptors have shown they're capable of beating Golden State. In Golden State, they beat them twice, and the Warriors have shown that they are capable of beating Toronto in Toronto. So to me, it doesn't mean much for home court advantage. Now, I will say for me, after Game 3, I predicted the Raptors to win this series in 7 games. Remember, I switched my pick from Warriors in 6 games to the Raptors in 7 games after Game 3 just because of what I was seeing. I'm going to stand by that and say Raptors in Game 7. But to me, would it surprise me if the Raptors win next game? Absolutely not, because here's the thing. Momentum is in the favor of the Warriors, but we have seen the Raptors. This team is legit. This team can beat the Warriors without Kevin Durant for sure. So it would not shock me as well. So going into Game 6, the Raptors need to just keep doing what they're doing. There's not a big adjustment that needs to be made here that, one team got exposed over the other. Like I said, it was a neck-and-neck game. Got decided by 1 freaking point. So moving forward, I'm excited to see what happens in Game 6 in the Oracle. I do expect the Warriors to win this game just because they do have momentum on their side. But like I said, absolutely would not surprise me if the Raptors were able to close them out. Still going to stick with my pick and Raptors in 7. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys have winning this series now with Kevin Durant officially out, with Golden State winning Game 5, and now series shifting back to Golden State in 6 games? Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. As always, thanks for watching.